Hey everyone, it is Liz, and I am back to do my final reading for the signs for the rest of the month of June 2021, and I am working on the water sign collective, and so that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and that can be your sun sign, your moon, your rising, even your Venus, whatever works for you. It just, I think, sometimes you'll connect with a reading, and it may be that it's your rising sign or it's your Venus. It really just depends, for me anyway. And I think a lot of people I've read, it just depends on the circumstances. It really does. So anyway, I am working with this is my newest deck. Excuse me for my allergies are just crazy. So pardon me. My mother said get tissues and I didn't. So sorry, Mom. Okay, so this is the Star Power Tarot, and this is actually the same artist who did the Moon Power Tarot. So this would be Charlie Quintero, and this is from her sickandsadgirls.com. I purchased this deck on Etsy, and it came really quickly. Okay, so it comes with a cute little book inside with definitions of the cards, and it was also packed with this really pretty bag where you can put your cards in. It's really pretty. It's very soft. It's got a beautiful star on it and some gold. Okay, so this is for the Fire Sign Collective. This is for the rest of the month of June. So I'm looking at your recent past, and as I was looking at the cards, looking at the first couple of cards that I pulled, the first card is most important for me. This is where you guys have been in the recent past. So we do have this Three of Pentacles, and this, the artwork on this deck is just really, really beautiful. It's very, kind of gives it a whole new vibration to the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you earth signs out there, take a look at her. Take a look at that beautiful artwork. Could be that in the last few weeks or last few months, some of you fire signs have been like the Three of Pentacles, getting things done, working on projects, working and receiving information and ideas from either colleagues or people that you're close with, as far as putting things together, making things happen. If you're a parent, it's getting everybody together for a group gathering, for let's get together with the kids, our kids and your kids, and we can go here, or if it's for work, it's working on a project and collaborating. For those of you that have your own business, it could be just collaborating with colleagues, whatever it is. The recent past is all about collaboration and putting all of your focus and energy into something that is going to grow. And it could be your body too, by the way. For some of you, you may be perhaps in the recent past, for some of you fire signs out there, you might have been putting a lot of energy into your body, into feeling better about your physical health. But the hit I'm getting to again is that it's related to working on projects and putting things very much. It's almost like I feel like a lot of you fire signs have a system that works for you, and clarifying it is this Ace of Wands, which is more fire. That's activation. It shows that a lot of you fire signs, even through the worst of times, you've been completely activated and just going. You have like this. Like I know a few Aries in my life, and they're pretty much not like they're very different people, but they all have one thing in common, which is this Ace of Wands vibration is like, if you look, it's a magic wand she's holding with a pentacle, and boom, I mean, look at the artwork there. It speaks for itself. Fire signs. The fire sign women I've known, they've had this way of just making it happen. They getting it done. They just have this extra supply of energy, and they just manifest it and make it happen. So in your current vibration, where you guys are now, as far as the fire sign collective, your current vibration is this. It's interesting. You have two fours here. The Four of Wands, which is the current vibration, and the Four of Wands is a great card. I mean, this is a card of, look at that. You're acknowledging that you've created and you've accomplished a lot in your life. Could be that you're celebrating the ending of something, or that you're celebrating with this Four of Wands. It's the acknowledgement of getting from point A to point B and feeling like, what, I did well. I did a good job. That's the Four of Wands. It's like when I look at her, I think of someone who is very aware of her ability to charm people when she has to, or when she or he has to. It's this vibration of knowing that there's more to do. There's more to, you have more ideas. There's more planning. Okay. And so the clarification card is another 4. It's the 4 of Pentacles. I mean, 4 and 4 is 8. So I feel like right now you guys are kind of in a karmic phase in your lives where with the 4 of Pentacles, the universe is kind of forcing you to, with all the things that you've achieved in your life, a lot of you are still feeling, sorry, I'm sweating. It's hot here. With all that a lot of you fire signs have achieved a great deal in your lifetimes. And I feel like even in the last year or two, it's been, for some of you, it may have been just really, really hard. So many challenges, so much stuff that you had to deal with, but you all managed to overcome it. I feel like a lot of you really discovered how resilient you really are, and what a warrior. A lot of you are warriors, man, and you got to acknowledge that because, that 4 of Pentacles, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to hold back and not yell and scream, and I think that there are some, there are Aries women I know, there are fire sign men I know, there are Sagittarius men. I had an ex-boyfriend that was a Leo. I mean, in general, fire signs have to learn to not let them, don't react so quickly. Don't, I think that the lesson for a lot of you that you've gotten it, a lot of you have already been there. With that 4 of Pentacles, you're there. That's very zen. It's a very zen vibration to know that you don't have to let your emotions get the best of you. And that in this moment of waiting and quietness, where the 4 of Pentacles is definitely, it is some people call the 4 of Pentacles the card of the miser, but in my mind, with this current energy that you guys are in, you're all ready to blossom into something new, and you're sick of just holding back. You're not holding back. You don't want to wait, because moving into your immediate future, which is this gorgeous card, it's the 5 of Cups, which is, look at her. I mean, she's just outstanding. I mean, 5 of Cups is acknowledging that. I mean, if you look at her, she's looking at what she doesn't have instead of all the beauty that she does have. She's looking away. She's not looking at her hair and everything on her, the feathers, the flowers, the jewelry, the colors. What she's doing instead is not appreciating what she still has. So it is a card of disappointment. I think that for some of you, especially with the clarification card of the 8 of Wands, you've got, this is the 8 of Wands card here. 8 of Wands can be swiftness, things happening quickly, everything happening all at once, messages coming through. It's this idea of receiving the information and going with it. And so what I do sense in your immediate future for some of you water signs is this, you may not receive exactly what you want, and I kind of get this impression that you need to, you have to look at it as the glass is either half empty or half full. I mean, this is really up to you. And there are 2 or 3 different scenarios I'm seeing. One is, that there's a relationship situation for some of you, that you're in a relationship where, it's hard. You've had a lot of good in this relationship, and it's been fun, and it's been loving, and you've done a lot together. But now you're kind of feeling like, do I stay or do I go? Do I appreciate what I have with him? Can I accept his or her flaws? Or do I, with the 8 of Wands, it's like, should I open up to the messages that are coming in from spirit and from the universe? Literally, sometimes the universe is a funny way of just coming in and making some changes, and that means that while you're kind of going through this period of acknowledging what you have, what you don't have, appreciating, it's like learning how to appreciate what you have and learning how to appreciate what you need to appreciate, what's most important in your life right now. You seem to be receiving a lot of messages about taking care of yourself, first, putting your needs first. And because if you don't, I feel like a lot of you are so accustomed, not all of you, but there's a few of you out there that are so accustomed to appeasing everybody else that it's this constant, when is it my turn, right? So you have to ask yourself, when is it my turn? Because with the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, you've got this 5 of Cups again. It's like you're in charge here. It's a minor arcana card. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep doing the same thing? Or do you think it's time with the 8 of Wands coming in to take the messages that are coming in and receive them and do something about it? Because what happens is the activation vibration, that's the best course of action coming into your vibration. We've got this King of Cups and the Hangman clarifying the King of Cups. So this King of Cups vibration, look, the King of Cups in general is, look at her. She's, King of Cups to me in general is someone who is emotionally really calm and cool, someone who is creative and ambitious and cares. They're creative people. They're nurturing people. This King of Cups is, he is in charge. He knows what he wants to do. He has some ideas about where he wants to go in his life, but he's staying calm. He's keeping himself calm, and he's certainly not going to, he or she, as far as your activation vibration here is, you're being asked here with this King of Cups to, I feel like for some of you, it's about relationships. I feel like for some of you that have, whether it's a family member, a friend, especially with the Hangman here. That's why I feel like with the Hangman, some of you are kind of looking at specific relationships in your lives in the rest of this month and acknowledging, like, is there anything else I can do to make this better? Or, did I read it wrong? Or did I not see their signals? Or, sometimes we need to look at the situation with somebody that we're in conflict with from a different, like the Hangman, from a different point of view, from a different viewpoint, literally, right? So you may find yourself in a situation, whether it's with your child or with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whomever, you may find yourself where you've been conflicted over this relationship, and it's kind of like, trust your intuition. King of Cups is all about, right? The emotions, and really intuitive. They trust their intuition. Always trust your gut. Always trust your gut. Don't let anything else, because like when you get that feeling, for me it's like that feeling that I get in the pit of my belly, when it comes to certain emotional things. Sometimes I'll get like a real weird headache right here, but most of the time it's like either right here, my heart chakra, like it feels like heartburn, or it's my tummy. So for you guys, whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, and I do believe that there's a conflict for some of you in a relationship, whether it's a really great friend, your partner, husband, wife, sister, brother, child, whomever this is something that you can't really control, but you can remember, what do they say? I was saying it this morning. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's kind of where you have to be right now with this person, is God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. We cannot change anybody but ourselves. I want the courage to change the things I can. What can you change? What can you change? Your perspective with the Hangman. It's all about changing your perspective. It's not I feel like a lot of you are taking a lot of people way too personally, and you need to stop it. And I'm not, for example, there are some of you that are taking the opinions of others. You're giving it way too much power. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. Take your power back, because damn it, fire signs are powerful, man. Why give that away? Don't. Not even to someone you love more than life itself. You put yourself first, because you're no good to anybody else when you're feeling sorry for yourself. And that's not what this is. This is seeing something from a different point of view and being able to, whatever the conflict is, being able to deal with it with trusting your own intuition and not thinking about what they might be thinking or feeling. It doesn't matter. It's about you. All right. We know that you're a good person. You're a good person. So it's not about causing them harm. It's about just trusting your intuition. Now, moving into the other, it's like the outside influences, other people around you in your future. We're looking at the rest of the month of June 2021. You've got this gorgeous Ten of Pentacles. So there are some of you, and the Empress. So I truly believe, look at this, Ten of Pentacles. So this is prosperity. This is like feeling really secure with your family, your friends, feeling financially stable. So I do believe that by the end of this month, and the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles is financial stability, it's physical stability. It's like you're feeling really healthy. You're feeling really like with the card here, she's been rewarded for all the good she's done, all her medals. It's like a Girl Scout, right? Wearing all her medals. And in my mind, wow, I feel like the outside influences around you, it's like how they are affecting you and how you are affecting them. There's this vibration of other people around you that are really solidifying something for you that you've been waiting for. And with the Empress card, it's something you want more than anything. It's something that you can bring. You can bring all of yourself to this and make it even more, like create it and make it grow. That's what the Empress does. She nurtures. So you're going to nurture something that comes to you. And then the outside influence is it's either something you really want, but it feels like it's solidification, like someone's going to solidify something for a lot of you, making you feel really confident about the direction your life is taking, because your hopes and your fears, in this month, the hopes and the fears, I always have to reevaluate these cards, because hopes and fears represent what we want the most, what we fear the most, which can sometimes be the same thing. And we first have this Queen of Swords, and she's badass. This is air sign. This is someone that doesn't take anyone's shit personally, pardon my French. She uses her filter. She's been through hell and back. She's experienced a lot, sometimes they call this in the old, like the old tarot testament, right? She was the widower. I'm sorry, the widow. But in reality, this is not a widow. This is a woman who is very independent and strong and intelligent and capable of accomplishing anything she wants. She just has, I would say, like, this is my space, this is your space, as you can only get. She's just really careful. She's really mindful, and it's good to be that way. So you shouldn't be afraid of the fact that, your antennas are up and you're aware that there's a lot of bad people in the world and you need to be cautious. And then, the fears of the Seven of Cups. I think a lot of you fear the fire sign vibration is that fear of not knowing what to choose. The fear of making a decision. Literally, that's the Seven of Cups. In many tarot decks, the Seven of Cups is that fear of it's feeling overwhelmed emotionally. Like, which way do I go? What decision? Where do I go? I feel like you guys need to stop overwhelming yourself and remember that what you want the most is what you should go for. What you want, what you desire, what you've been putting all of your energy into, that's where you should be heading, because the outcome is the Sun. You've got the Sun card, which is the ultimate card of happiness. This Sun card is a major arcana card. It means that you are receiving gifts from the universe. You are receiving what you want. The Sun is like the happiest card in the whole deck. It's the ultimate happiness card. It means that many of you that have been working and putting your all of your energy into a project or into a situation, and in this month, I would say by the end of this month, hopefully, not all of you, but some of you are feeling like, it's like a feeling of relief. Like, I feel like if you look at the sun's being hugged by the clouds. It's a really beautiful picture. There is like this woman hugging the clouds. It's the sun, but it feels like like this cloud-like goddess hugging the sun. It's really beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I just feel like you guys are going to be just fine, especially by the end of this month. There are many of you with the clarification card of the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is saying, the bad times are over. There's no more going back. The Ten of Swords is like you were done. You are no longer accepting all of this muck. Okay, you're saying that I am done with all of this stuff. The Ten of Swords is an ending to it. It's not necessarily a painful ending, but it can be like a feeling of, I can't do this anymore. I need to focus on, the energy is focusing on your own personal happiness, putting yourself first, finally, and not putting everybody else's needs before yours. And that can be soul crushing for some people, because they're so accustomed to you probably always saying yes. So when you start saying no to them, it's a big change. It's one of those, some people have a hard time. I know when I started saying no, I was in my 20s, to certain people in my life, and they did not like it, and they would not accept it. And really, it was hard. I think as you get older, it becomes easier. But if you've never been able to say no, you better start to learn, because that Ten of Swords is saying enough is enough. You deserve all the happiness in the world. So the bottom card that I had was the Nine of Wands. And so at the bottom, I always look at the bottom for the final message. And Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So it's fire. These are wands. So the Nine of Wands is saying you've been through hell. You've had it. You are now prepared. This is prepared strength. Literally. It means that a lot of you fire signs have been preparing and preparing and studying and working really hard and investing your time in something, whether it's your business, your career, your family, your health, whatever it is, you've been doing it, and you've been doing it literally successfully, just very successfully, by watching yourself, watching how others are, and taking care of yourself. And literally, I mean, this Nine of Wands is all about, like, what do you want from me? Because I can only give you so much, but I'm watching, I can, it's kind of like this, it's a feeling of, I can help, but, I got to take care of my stuff first. So if I have time, I'll help you. It's kind of like this, you're again, the wounded warrior, that card of, it's that strength that comes from experience, okay? So I hope this all makes sense, guys. It looks like a really fascinating and interesting and a lot going on for the rest of the month of June for you fire signs out there. So I hope you guys liked the reading. Please leave feedback if you want to, if you have any questions, especially political questions. You can email me or post political questions, but let me know what you thought of this reading, if it jived with you, if you thought it made sense. If you want to book a reading, I got openings this week, and I believe I do have some openings next week. I think, yeah. So just, if you're interested, I'm still, but I think between now, it's until the end of June, you can purchase this is on Facebook, but I'm letting you guys know, you can purchase a 30-minute reading and receive an extra 15-minute reading for free, or give it to a friend. So if you could please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet, please do. Like the video if you liked it. Please share my channel, because I'm trying to get my channel up to 1,800 and it keeps going down. So I don't know what's up with YouTube there, but keeps going down. So share away, share away. Once I get up to 1,800, I will randomly choose 2 subscribers to receive a 15-minute reading with me by phone. Okay, so I will see you guys soon. Stay happy, enjoy the week, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Blessings to all. Bye.